Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin Reed, and today is Monday. It was the first day of the market open. You guys know I tell you I had to cut back a little bit because of my crazy work schedule, but today we are picking up on the wealthy word of the week. The wealthy word of the week, and the wealthy word for this week is fear. Fear. And y'all gotta think about it, right? Fear. I feel like I've been prepping y'all for this word since last week, because I showed you guys the fear index, right? I showed you guys how the fear index has been taking over the market and how individuals have become so fearful of what's going to happen in this market that they have been selling out. They have been selling everything they have, and the market is pretty much coming to a bottom. We have officially hit a bear market, guys. We have officially hit a bear market. So you guys know the difference between a correction and a bear market, right? A correction was 10% down, 10%, and a bear market was 20% or better. The markets have officially hit that 20% or better down, and that is all due to the Russia invasion of Ukraine and the interest rate hikes and the fear of a recession and stagflation going on in the world. So recession and stagflation, y'all go look that up, right? Many of us probably went through a previous recession. Stagflation will probably be the first. This is also the first bear market for many of us in several years. This is my first bear market, but I am very excited to be making money in this. If you guys follow my Instagram, y'all saw me making money on two things today. I actually made $500 on today, so I pretty much made my $100 for this week, right? Last week I was a little busier, so I was not able to post as much. But this week I'm making up for it, right? So I made $500 today. The goal is to make $500 tomorrow as well, at least 2 times this week. I got to make up for last week, right? So before I go too far and recap on this market, you guys make sure you take a moment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you get notified. All right, so fear, our wealthy word of the week. Fear. Do not allow yourselves to be fearful of this market, right? We already know that Warren Buffett said, when others are fearful, we are greedy. When others are fearful, we are greedy. And the transfer of wealth I've been talking to you guys about for a month now. So this is the opportunity for you guys to get that house that your parents own that's now worth $150,000 at the $20,000 range. And again, this is just a reference, right? So stocks are cheaper now than they have been in the past year. Cheaper now than they have been in the past year. And what tends to happen after recession or bear market, they make a stronger, quicker recovery than they did before. So you will see them return to their prices stronger and quicker than before. So take advantage. Do not be afraid of the red days. Buy on the red days. Sell or hold on the green days. You got to remember that, because many of you wait until you get that FOMO, you see it going green, you buy in. Then at that point it's too late. We sit back and relax. Unless it is under our entry price, you sit back and relax and you buy, right? You sit back and relax. So do not be fearful of the red days. You got to change your mindset on these red days, and also make sure we're buying good companies. So on February 24th, I keep talking about that day because that's the day that Russia invaded Ukraine. I mentioned ChargePoint again. I mentioned ChargePoint again several months ago, but I mentioned ChargePoint again on February 24th because I bought more of it. On that day, ChargePoint was worth $12. It was under $13. As of today, it has ran up to $16. It ran all the way up to $16, and currently it's sitting at about $15.60. Currently sitting at $15.60, so that's definitely a major thing. So I'm gonna keep going, right? I want to show you guys the futures for today. Let's check out the futures first, right? Let's check out our indexes. Let's check out those, and we're gonna get into our stocks for this week, right? Stocks to watch for this week. I'm not telling you guys to buy. I cannot tell you what to buy, hold, or sell because I'm not a financial advisor. But I'm telling you guys what I'll be watching, what I've already bought, and what I'm gonna be selling at. So look at this. The SPY is down 2.95% for today. The Dow is down 2.38% for today. The NASDAQ is down 3.62% for today. So these companies have all been beat down, right? All been beat down. So from the high, I want to say that the SPY is currently down about 12% for the past 3 months from their high, 12%, right? And we already know that the NASDAQ and the Russell are far surpassed that. They're in that 20% range. We know the Dow from its high, right? High right here. From its high, it is currently down about 11%. Currently down 11% on the Dow. And now let's check out our NASDAQ. We got, again, we hitting it from the high, right? From the high here, it is now down 20% on the NASDAQ, right? 20% on the NASDAQ. Similar here. On the high, had a high here. It is currently down more than 20%. I want to say this was down actually about 26%, 20 to 22%. We are currently down in our bear market in 2 of our indexes, and the SPY and the Dow are definitely on their way there. So let's check out our fear index. Remember, I told you guys this. Look at this. The last time we looked at it, it was about at 17, right? 17 on Friday. Today it's at 13. Y'all, oil prices are running crazy because all of the fear that Russia's going to cut out. We're no longer buying oil from Russia. They have hit $120 a barrel, and I have an article here for you, right? So look at this fear. You guys see that? The fear index, the greater it is, and we see those prices pushing down, right? You see how they correlate? The greater the fear, the more things sell off. That means that's the time that we, us retail investors, us trying to take advantage, should be buying, because that is exactly what the rich will be doing. The rich will be buying it down here. They sold it already at the high, took their profits, and now they're going to be waiting on their second opportunity to buy in, and they're going to be the ones making millions in the future. So we got to make sure we get like them, y'all. Do not be fearful. I've been prepping y'all for this, right? Fear and greed index. Remember this. 13 prices came down. We're going to see what it's looking like tomorrow and whether the prices go down or up, right? Because we know as long as we're hanging out in this fear index, prices are either going to be flat or down. So the Dow slides nearly 800 points as oil hits $120 a barrel, while Russia conflict rattles investors, guys. Look at this. This is crazy. $120 a barrel. It was just $100 a barrel, right? 2 weeks ago. Already $20 more, right? A national average for a gallon of gas has risen 40 cents in the past week to $4 per gallon. I saw gas at about $3.89. I've heard in other states it's $4, $6, $5, almost $7, y'all. Gas prices are crazy. This is the highest they've ever been. Highest they've ever been. Global stocks tanked with the NASDAQ erasing 3.6%, and oil prices spiked Monday as investors braced for the possibility that the United States and its allies would extend sanctions to Russian crude and the economic fallout that would ensue. So right now what we're seeing is all other stocks are going down. However, oil and energy stocks, XLE, if you watch my Instagram, I posted that today. I've been mentioning XLE to you guys for a while, right? Get in XLE, get in XLE. And right now it is on a run. ExxonMobil on a run. Chevron on a run. Other things that short term until this is over, these things are going to continue to run up. Charge point is running up because those EV chargers are now becoming more valuable than ever because oil is going up so much. Individuals are looking for an alternative. So charge point has become the thing to get into. It has become the thing to get into. So Russia and Ukraine returned to the negotiating table, which ended with no progress other than talks on ceasefires and evacuations. Russian forces continue to bombard Ukrainian cities, deepening the humanitarian crisis. The possibility of further disruption to energy markets and broader uncertainty around the conflict sent the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 797 points, or 2.4%. The S&P 500 lost 128 points, nearly 3%. The NASDAQ got pummeled, shedding 482 points, or 3.6%. You guys, these are the largest drops in the data we've seen since we started our journey. Again, I know many of us, if we got in early, we may be down right now. We're hating to see it, but that's why we got a dollar cost average. Dollar cost average, which means to continue to buy routinely, bringing our average down on these stocks. So say for instance you bought a stock at $30 and then you buy it, well now it came down to $15. You buy that same amount at $15, you'll get your average will come down. So now your stock will no longer be worth $35 average. It'll come down probably to about a $20 to $25 average. I'm not doing the math immediately, but those are the numbers, right? $40 divided by 2, 50 divided by 2, so it'll be about a $25 average, right? 30 to 15. Yes, it'll be about $25 average. So that's what you got to do, right? Continue to dollar cost average through this thing. You'll have stocks cheaper than ever, and you'll see profit that much sooner when they start to run up. So you guys know the routine, right? We looked at our futures. We already looked at our fear and greed index. Let's check out the stock heat map. And as I said, everything is looking beat down. Everything is beat down. The technology sector is definitely taking red. The financial sector definitely coming down red as well. At this point, nobody's safe, because not only is our stock market affected technology, but our banks are being affected because we're cutting off Russia. We're cutting off Russia, and there's fear. I mean, the Russian dollar is worthless. Maybe many of these banks are vested in Russian companies or things like that, so they're also having to pull out, and they're also being affected negatively. The entire market is being beat down by this, guys. Again, this is a geopolitical issue, macroeconomic issue, meaning it affects the entire economy, not just a certain sector or a small piece. However, what we see benefiting from this is energy. You see this here, you see this small portion of green here, that is the energy sector. The energy sector is booming on this. Look at ExxonMobil up 3.6%. Chevron up 2.14%, Shell up 4.39%. I mean, everyone is pretty much benefiting in that sector. Gold is up. Gold is up 2.73%. Just look at these. They're benefiting from it. So we had to make sure we get into those different sectors, get in those things for the short term, and continue to invest through it, right? Crypto does not seem to be, it is being affected, but it's not being affected as bad or as heavily as the stock market. So you guys got to make sure when these prices come down, take full advantage. Take full advantage. I told you guys on Friday, I am taking full advantage of all dips, right? Ethereum still has not come down to my price that I'm looking for. I'm looking for it to hit $2,300, and I'm going to load up. Bitcoin, I'm looking for it to come, if it comes down to 33 again, I'm loading up more. Luna, you guys already know I'm already loaded up on that. Mana, I'm loaded up on it, and it actually all of these came down this weekend, so they're actually lower now than they were before. And I continue to dollar cost average into these things, and like I said, when they run back up, I see profits that much sooner. I see more profits. Crow down, is that down to 0.38. The last we looked at it was at 0.40 cent, and I loaded up. Cardano down to 81 cent. Binance up is $382. So again, but as you see, these are green, right? These are all green, so that means they're not doing bad. You guys got to make sure we're investing in them while they're low. These are the times to be investing in these, because these are actually good low points. Now again, they're showing some green as of right now, so I would definitely look for them to continue to coming down, because I do believe that we're going to see these things come down even lower before we see some major profits. So that's what I have, right? That's what I have for you guys right now. We are definitely in a bear market. 2022 has proven to be very rough, but you guys know we make money on the way down or up, right? So I've been putting in put options. I've been running put options, right? As I see things go down, two companies that I did put options on today was Square and Boeing. I had them on I just was watching them and I saw them coming down. Actually, Square had some bad news on last week. That's what made me jump in a put option on them today. I saw them with some bad news for the company, and they came down as expected. I took my profits at about 80 to 90%, I believe. Boeing, I took profits at about 20% today because they were going up and down. I wanted to make sure I got out good. I could have made more profits, but I always know, you guys know, 20%. If I see any weakness, I'm out of the play. I want to limit my loss, especially in this market. We have to limit our losses, and we have to maximize our gains. Limit your losses, maximize your gains. So what we'll be doing going forward is I'll be trying to make videos teaching you guys more technical analysis, more just giving you some different options that you can look into, and again, you guys give me any recommendations you have, and we can look at these things together. Before I was playing the SPY alone, now I'm gonna start playing single companies, because you never know what things can do. Right now it's a lot of volatility. You never know how much further down these things can go. So I'm gonna play the single stock, so I know I can limit my volatility and limit my risk. So I thank you guys for joining the journey to become wealthy. Let's not forget our wealthy word of the week is fear. Do not be fearful. When others are fearful, we should be greedy. We should be greedy, right? We got to make sure we get in there and we do what we need to do. Make sure we're investing on these red days. Continue to dollar cost average through this thing, and you guys will see returns much sooner. This is our opportunity for that transfer of wealth. Do not be afraid of it. Make sure you take full advantage of this. And again, I hope y'all enjoy it. Thank you guys for joining the journey to become wealthy, and I'll see y'all later on.